This November, Florida voters will decide whether they want to make recreational marijuana legal, and that could bring changes to our legal system. News4Jax reporter Marilyn Parker is speaking with the Public Defender's Office about this controversial topic.
There's so much to dig into when talking about legalizing marijuana. For instance, you have people like this News4Jax viewer who says it might allow those with chronic pain an option when they cannot or don't want stronger options. Those against it say we have enough DUIs in Florida. Added to alcohol, a deadly mix. Let's be clear. The decision would allow companies who already grow and sell weed to allow any adults over 21 to purchase it for personal use. There's also this perspective. We need to stop spending on arresting, prosecuting, and incarcerating people for simple possession, something Public Defender Charlie Kofer says he's seen a lot of.
What about the potential of this freeing up, some court space or freeing up the legal system if it is legalized?
It would reduce some of the demands on the criminal justice system. The number of cases this would reach would not be a huge impact.
To break this down, possession of 20 grams or less is a misdemeanor and can land you a year in jail. A vote yes on November's ballot means you can have up to 3 ounces, which is 84 grams.
So we came to Cannabis, a local dispensary, and here we have about 14 grams. So we were told if you have 6 of these, that equals about 3 ounces.
We looked at other local dispensaries and saw 3 ounces is roughly $900. Typically, the street value is much less. Let's think about who's been impacted by these arrests.
Have you seen any disparities when it comes to those who have been arrested for possession of marijuana?
Well, certainly we see a lot of young people, college-age students, people entering into the workforce.
The earliest data we could find was from 2020 by the American Civil Liberties Union. They say black people are 3.6 times more likely than white people to be arrested for weed possession, despite similar usage rates. In 2022, President Biden pardoned many federal and D.C. offenses for simple marijuana possession offenses. And as of last month, 184 certifications of pardons were issued.
You tap into the perspective of someone who was maybe, put in jail for a small amount of possession of marijuana and to now have it possibly, legalized altogether?
Well, it's not automatic that they could go back in and have that conviction set aside or that arrest sealed. It would take enabling legislation to do that.
He says there would have to be constitutional amendments for it to happen, but says he doubts seeing follow-up legislation for that. In Jacksonville, Marilyn Parker, Channel 4, the local station.